Hello everyone, this is Mark Hoddinott. I spoke to Steven Avery recently regarding the court's decision on his post-conviction appeal for a new hearing. I trust you enjoy the discussion. Hey Steve, it's good to talk to you. Finally, after a year, got the results from your favourite circuit court judge from the latest petition, where she denied you an opportunity for an evidentiary hearing or a new trial. What's your feeling about all of that?
Well, I'm glad that it's out of her hands right now. You know, I wanted to go to the appeals court anyway, so I'd get some justice. She's against me. She's biased towards me. You know, and that's why I wrote that letter and get rid of her.
Yeah, well, in reading her response, it's pretty clear that she doesn't have either the capability or the willingness to look independently at the facts of this matter. She's stuck in a way of thinking that is against you, and the only way you're going to find justice is in a court other than hers.
Well, it's all about justice, you know. If you've got a question, well, that's up to a jury. Let a jury decide that now.
Yes, that's right. We've seen this in the past. Unfortunately, Judge Sukovich tends to want to be judge and jury. Her principal role is simply to assess whether there's sufficient evidence there to justify holding a hearing to examine the evidence. It's not for her to judge the merits of the evidence, but she tends to take this approach of wanting to shut everything down and not give you your proper day in court.
I just don't know with her.
Yeah. Well, as you said at the beginning, it's now gone past her, and I noticed your lawyer has already lodged notice that they're appealing the decision up to the appeals court. So that notice has already been given. So I presume. I'm sorry, Steve. I presume what follows is that your lawyer will put in a detailed submission to the appeals court, and obviously we'll hear more about that later. But at least at this stage, the matter has already been put on notice that it's being appealed.
No, she did this last time with my wrongful death suit against me and Brendan. She sat on it for a year, where I had a right to the appeals court. You know.
You mean Angela Sukovich?
Yeah. Yeah, the same judge.
Yeah.
And she didn't want to sign that.
Yeah. That seems to be her modus operandi on these matters. I mean, the thing is, you know, we all want to have faith in judges. I mean, that's natural for us to want to trust them to be doing things correctly and independently. But unfortunately, Judge Sukovich gives you every reason not to have good faith, because her actions and her statements don't in any way exhibit...
All calls other than properly placed attorney calls may be monitored and recorded.
Yeah, nothing that she does gives you any confidence that she is acting in a truly independent way. And that's where the problem lies.
Yeah, she shouldn't have been on my case.
No, that's right. Do you know, of course, I think you do know that a little while ago, in the last, maybe a month ago, the Wisconsin Law Journal had which is a professional magazine online that goes to lawyers. It's not a public thing, even though the public can see it. It's meant for lawyers. Had a survey there that said, "Do you believe Steven Avery deserves a new trial?" Right, and over 80% of the lawyers in Wisconsin said yes, he does. Right. So how is it that the lawyers, with no particular bias, say 80% of them say that you should get a new trial, but the justice system through the courts, and in this case, Judge Sukovich has a different view, right?
Yeah.
I think that's a really good example of how we're not getting true justice from her, and hopefully we will see a circumstance at the appeals court level where true justice is on display.
Oh, yeah. Because it's all about justice. The truth. That's why they're on the bench.
Well, that's why they.
Their job is to get out the truth and put the right person in prison.
Correct. If you think about it really, I mean, you think about it every day because you're mixed in it. But if the general public thinks about it, there's nothing worse that could happen to a person than to be incarcerated wrongfully. But in a set of circumstances where all your liberties are taken away, and in your case, you've been in there now, 36 years, wrongfully convicted, and it should weigh heavily on judges' minds about making sure the truth is out there, because the consequences of wrongful conviction are massive.
The first time it took me 18 years. Now it's going to take me another 18 years.
Yeah, I know. Well,
and it shouldn't be taking that long.
No, I mean, even just the process
these lawyers should be pushing these judges where they have to do their job.
Well, even just the amounts of time it takes for them to even bother to consider the petitions, right? This took a year from when it was first put in to get this decision, right? I mean, that's just absolutely outrageous. That's another year of your life that they have no respect for. You can't get that year back, right?
No.
It's not. They can't get that year back. It's not something that they can give to you. And so these matters require urgent attention and not just sat on. So.
Well.
Anyway,
my life has been on hold because of her.
Exactly. Well, her and others, but particularly her in recent years. So, but we're never giving up, Steve. And let's get on to the appeals court, and we'll take it from there.
Yeah. Hopefully they'll be short and won't take too long.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, do you have a message to any of your supporters out there who are thinking about you?
Hopefully they're relaxed. I'm relaxed. It's a good thing that now I got her off the bench. I mean, got her off my case. So they should be doing a little bit better, and everything will be good. I should be out soon.
Yep, and that KFC bucket will be ready for you, mate.
And then we can have a party. Well, I love all my supporters.
And they love you, Steve. Your innocence is so clear, and we can't wait to get you out of there, and of course Brendan to follow. So that's what we're all trying our best for.
That'll be good.
Yeah.
I got a little faith in this appeals court right now.
Well, that's good, mate, and I'm sure we're going to get the result for you. I know it's taking a long time, but if we all stay strong, especially you, we're going to get there.
Oh yeah. I just can't sit back no more and just let it go. I got to do something.
Yeah.
So I don't do nothing for no reason.
No, we know that, Mr. Avery. We know we've learned of your typewriting skills as well. So.
Yeah.